Welcome to CognitionChunks. This information is for entertainment only. I am not trained in philosophy. Is this useful? Is this nonsense? Join me as I attempt to learn from GPT. Here is Eureka! Epics. Understanding the Origins of Philosophy by GPT. Part 2. The Golden Age of Philosophy. Chapter 4. Classical Greek Philosophy. Section B. Plato. The Theory of Forms in the Ideal State. Plato, one of the most influential figures in Western philosophy, was a student of Socrates and the teacher of Aristotle. His philosophical contributions span a wide array of subjects, but he is perhaps best known for his theory of forms and his vision of the ideal state, both of which are central themes in his works, particularly in The Republic. The theory of forms. Abstract realms and forms. Plato's theory of forms posits that beyond the physical world experienced through the senses lies an abstract realm of forms, or ideas. These forms represent the perfect, immutable essences of things found in the material world. For example, a circle drawn in sand may deteriorate, but the form of circleness remains eternal and unchanging. Participation and imitation. According to Plato, the objects and phenomena in the physical world participate in the forms, which are their perfect models. The material world is a shadowy and less real imitation of this more real and perfect realm. Knowledge and the forms. Plato argues that knowledge is not derived from sensory experience, which is ever-changing and deceptive, but from intellectual apprehension of the forms. True knowledge, or episteme, is thus about understanding these eternal truths. The allegory of the cave. Illustration of the forms. The allegory of the cave, found in The Republic, vividly illustrates Plato's theory of forms. In this allegory, prisoners in a cave perceive only shadows of real objects and believe these shadows constitute reality. The journey out of the cave into the sunlight symbolizes the philosopher's ascent to the higher understanding of the forms, revealing the prisoner's perceptions as mere illusions. Philosophical enlightenment. This allegory also represents the philosopher's role in society to enlighten those who are trapped in the sensory world's shadows by guiding them towards the intellectual understanding of the true forms. The ideal state. Three classes of society. In The Republic, Plato outlines his vision of an ideal state, which is harmoniously ordered and governed by reason. He divides society into three classes: the ruling class of philosopher-kings, the auxiliaries, warriors, and the producers, farmers, artisans, and merchants. Each class corresponds to a part of the soul, reason, spirit, and appetite, respectively. Rule of the philosopher-kings. Plato argues that only those who have achieved understanding of the forms, particularly the form of the good, are fit to rule. Philosopher-kings, with their superior knowledge and wisdom, would govern not for personal gain but for the good of the state, ensuring justice and harmony. Education and the state. Education plays a crucial role in Plato's ideal state, aimed at cultivating virtue and wisdom. The rigorous educational system is designed to identify and train potential philosopher-kings, equipping them with the knowledge and virtues necessary for enlightened leadership. Justice in the ideal state. Definition of justice. Plato defines justice in the state as the proper and harmonious functioning of the three classes, each performing its role without interfering with the others. This mirrors his conception of justice in the individual as the harmony between the parts of the soul, reason, spirit, and appetite, with reason governing wisely. Implications for individuals and society. Plato's ideal state is not only a political blueprint but also a metaphor for the well-ordered soul, where reason guides the individual towards the good life, characterized by justice, balance, and the pursuit of the forms. Conclusion. Plato's theory of forms and his vision of the ideal state are foundational to his philosophy, offering profound insights into the nature of reality, knowledge, and the best way to organize society. These ideas not only shape subsequent philosophical thought but also continue to provoke reflection on the nature of truth, the source of knowledge, and the ideals of governance and justice in human society. Thank you for joining us for another Cognition Chunks. Please like and subscribe.